for the ground. I'm my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Little trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play.
Little trade another day. Little trade another day. Little make another play.
Win some, you lose some,
But you little trade another day. Little make another play.
scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some.
But you little trade another day. Little make another
Is
play.
it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy up everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future. Up early just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna. Cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up and mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some,
But you little trade another day. Little make another play.
Don't be scared, G. Like paid in full, get your bread, B. Cold wallet full of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Scared money don't make no money. Yes, sir. Good morning all. Good morning. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. And yeah, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. See what we got on the menu for today, and take it from there. So, what's the name of this song? Scared Money. Yep, it's called Scared Money. It's actually a cool story behind the song. It's a song I heard, and one day on stream, since it's owned by a creator, I was gonna get copyright striked. And those would remember what happened on that day. I started playing the song. Obviously, I didn't know this, but if you're a song creator, if someone starts using your song, it obviously notifies them your song is being used by this channel. Would you like to take action? Man came to the channel. He started typing in stream, yo, what's up? I asked him, can I use your songs? And then he gave me the license to use his songs. So it was pretty sick. That was pretty cool. Damn, I'm all looking like a zebra today, brother. Man, is it? Yes, sir. I like it. He's ready, bro. Ready for any lions trying to attack him. Any lions, man is ready. Let's go. Ready to jump. Man's ready to sprint here. You know, comes in a pack. Did you pay for the song? I didn't. He gave it for me for free. So I appreciate it. Shout out to Crown Chakra is his name. Shout out to him. So today is gonna be a Thursday. We have a little bit of USD news, but Euro is pretty clean here. I need to discuss what's going on with Euro. I'll discuss that. Not Euro, sorry. With DAX, we'll see some downside movement from yesterday. So if we're looking here at the charts, we get straight into it. It's been a little of a push here. This is actually a valid setup. This would have been trading into these highs here. Stop loss 18 pips, break even here has given you that. So let's see what's happening with GJ here. We're leaving this messy range here. Turn off drawing, start off on the daily time frame here. So previous daily is creating, it's not really a support, but you know, it's a doji candle. Basically mean that price didn't really do much yesterday. Analysis is going to remain pretty much the same. We're going to mark this daily resistance, which is there already from yesterday. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're closing bullish as well. So today is technically mixed, but more on the bullish side. I would consider this like a because normally when you have a doji candle, you look at the candle behind it. But I'd consider today basically bullish per se here. So obviously we're pushing through this previous 4-hour support, pushing through our ranges at the moment now. It's pretty simple plan. I would like to see literally price pull back from here. Unfortunately, like we have made a push already. I would like to see it pull back, create structure. We can look to trade back into 194, 587, hopefully into 500 first. I don't want to be at 500. Range is a bit too small. 1 hour still has valid range till that kind of zone there. So we're going to mark up that zone. But ideally, we're looking to trade to here today. But we need a pullback. It's very simple like that. Sells, I'm not convinced just yet on any type of sells. I actually see a pullback as potential opportunity to take that towards the upside. So we're going to see how that forms. But I think plan is pretty simple because we're in the same spot as we were yesterday. So nothing really changes compared to yesterday. Same plan, but would like some structure here. Now, moving on to gold here on the other hand. We saw gold push up during the early morning here, it seems like. And if we look at daily time frame, previous daily has closed bearish here. Okay. I'm assuming closing bullish. Yeah, very nice 4-hour candle bullish. Gonna bring this 4-hour from before, gonna move it up to there. We close below, damn. If we close, actually we close slightly above here, just slightly. So today is mixed bias. This previous 4 hours here. See what we're looking like. Everyone likes Ammo's jacket, bro. Everyone. All compliment, really. So let's see what's going on with 1 hour here. Gonna remove this. We could buy towards these highs. Definitely possible, but the only thing is 15-minute looks shitty. 30-minute looks nice, but 15-minute looks shitty with all these small resistances here. This 1 hour resistance is from there yesterday. Move this to here. Possibly above here we can look for buys above this 30 level here. I think that could make sense. Now for the sells today on mixed bias session, I would like to see something where we retest this, make a lower high and then get below for sells, something like that to take sells. Otherwise we could look to buy back up. We basically almost retraced the whole Asian move, so I think that's going to be the plan here for gold, is wait for more structure if we're going to try attempt sells, especially that we're retesting previous 4 hour right now. This could be a good spot for us to see bounces. Buys, if we come lower we can look for buys, but otherwise above 30 level looks pretty good here, which is about 15-20 pips from where we are. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan here on gold as well, simplistic plan. Now DAX, I want to have a little discussion about DAX. So we saw a very heavy day yesterday. If you believe it or not, we took the sells up here yesterday, but I was not expecting to hold this type of move. The sells were counter bias, although gave us a move, but I was not expecting a full reversal like that. But damn, if I held a runner, I think I would be partying today. 500 points is really decent. But why did we dump 500 points? That is the main question here. Why did we dump 500 points? So I want everyone to listen up to this so you guys understand. I'm giving free value of fundamentals. I normally cover fundamentals only in my webinars. So today we're going to do, yeah, there we go. Tony's on point here. Tony's on point. Yes, because of tariffs on automotive from America. 25% tariffs on automotive. This is a big deal for something like DAX, when the majority of the automotive companies, if we look at Volkswagen Group, they own everything. They own Lamborghini, they own Audi, they own Porsche, they own, I mean, you name it, man, you name it. This group is massive, and most of the European car brands, their biggest business, apart from outside of America, you know, it's a huge client, of course, you know, especially with the American population. And you could imagine, right? I mean, if in America, I don't know how it is on the streets, especially in Dubai, we have a lot of German cars. In America, I would assume as well, Mercedes very powerful there. I would assume, you know, Porsche also do their bit there. I mean, I can see on YouTube and stuff like that. But, you know, that's obviously a big blow, to be honest, to be charged 25%. But to be honest, what I think will happen is they'll retaliate and just charge it on the customer. You know, I mean, BMW, yeah, it's massive in America, BMW. I think, you know, a lot of the guys, one of their gold cars is a BMW, right? A lot of, when you know, grow up, you want a M2, M3 comps, you know, it's a fun car. So that's definitely a big blow, definitely will increase. But actually, wait. BMW is not made from Europe. BMW in America is made in Canada. BMW is made in Canada. It's not made from Europe, so it's not gonna, but then he's gonna put tariffs on Canada. Same thing with Chevy, right? Same thing with Chevy. Chevys are made in Mexico, right? Canada and Mexico make a lot of cars. There's a huge production coming from Canada and Mexico, but nevertheless, it's still going to affect these German companies. And obviously the German companies being part of the DAX, right? It is definitely affecting it, and this is why we're seeing. Now all of this decision is going to come from where? This decision is going to come from April 2nd. So we're seeing a lot of pricing in happen. So where's this brought us to? It's brought us very close to the bottom of the range here, kind of where we've been finding our lows. So that isn't to say we can't find a low from back down here and start the bounce. Like, you know, we've been seeing this pattern repeat. So technicals, there is, you know, obviously automotive does not, you know, DAX does not only have automotive companies in them. There's plenty of other companies. So if we're looking at what's happening here, there's a potential to bounce, but with previous daily here closing bearish, previous 4-hour time frame closing bullish here, we do have a case for a mixed session bias today. There's no top wick. I'd like to see how that looks on my broker though, on daily time frame. That's a gap. 4-hour is a gap, but is bullish bias, not bullish, mixed bias. So gap is filled already as well by wicks. So I think today is pretty simplistic if I can see what's going on right now. Yeah, we only need 2 lines today. 15. This is a gap. 15. Go to daily. Same as daily. Put one more daily here. DS. Four-hour support is there as well. We can mark it a little bit more accurate later. We do have a little watch zone around here. Previous 4-hour. P4. And then there's one more above, but we're going to see how price action forms. I'm not too worried about these previous levels too much until we see what happens at them. So let's just double check the 15 here. 15, we have a support here. So we can either trade below here, or if we get a very clean close, I think I prefer to trade below here. Yeah, we're gonna see, but I think below here is gonna be a lot cleaner for sells. Just give us more confirmation, but yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Sells below here, we're gonna see how that forms and take it from there, but that's the plan for today. Very simple plan. Just need to wait and see what ends up happening. Gold plan is set as well. We've retested 4-hour on gold. GJ plan, of course. I think GJ is going to be the hardest pair to trade today since we've had the move. But gold has pulled back to give us upside opportunity. DAX is sitting in a nice pre-session range here today. So that's going to be the plan. So hope you guys enjoyed the plan. Hope it all made sense. Everything's loud and clear. And yeah, let's get this day started. If you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. Let's get the likes up to 150. I would appreciate 300 of us in here, and let's get rocking. Bro, what's the expected ROI in this trade? Expected ROI is if you invest $1, you get $100,000 back, right? That's the ROI, return on investment. So $1, $100,000 back. Very strong ROI. Very good ROI. $1, 100,000. Maybe we'll try in the future to push to 200,000, 300,000 for every dollar invested. You know, then we have, you know, some powerful. Anything below 100,000 for $1 invested is too shit, man. It's just cheap. It's cheap. I mean, if you can't return more than $100,000 per $1, you're wasting time. Just quit. Quit. Anyone else is just scamming you. These people who tell you that if you risk $1, you make $1, scam. They don't know what they're talking about. So yeah. Ali Hassan says, how do I invest? I'm a crypto trader on Binance. I got $15. Please guide me. I think with $15, you should withdraw that $15. Take it to the restaurant. Bring your family, mother, brother, everyone. And, you know, maybe buy some dinner. Maybe buy some clothes. Would be good. Keep it in your bank account. Yep, Andrea says to buy a nice breakfast. You know, Andrea says to buy a nice breakfast. I think that'd be the best. And then open a demo account. And with a demo account, start practicing, learn, get the skill, apply the knowledge. That's free to begin with. You don't even need to pay $1 for that. And then look to deposit once you have the skill. Once you have the skill, you can do it. You don't need to spend money, right? If you're going to spend money, spend it on actually learning something. Like, it sounds so cheesy to like shill my group, but ideally that would be the ideal scenario if you're going to first, before putting serious money into a broker or something. Because most people will give that money back, you know. In the restaurant, I minimum spend 40. Well, you know, we could eat on a budget. Which car do you own? I own an RSQ3 Audi, but I'm selling it. That's my plan. Upgrade. I just like to move the cars when they are still under warranty and I can get good value for them. Like from the time I owned it, I will probably lose about, you know, $6K, which is really not bad at all. $7K for like 2 years of ownership. I mean, that's, you can't rent for that much a car per month, you know. So if I move it now, I can get that value out of the car. So for me, it's such a good deal, you know. Like you get to drive a nice luxury car and get out of it when it's still a good value. This is the way that I like to run things. It's just better economically like that. Which exchange broker used to trade gold and Forex? Gold and Forex can be used on the same. I use IC. Alright, so we're dumping down early here. I would like to see 7 minutes the open, right? We need to trade with the open. Yesterday at the open, if you remember guys, we had a move at the open. So hopefully today we get the top wick during the open. How often do you upgrade the stats on the screen? I saw you BE 2 days ago, but it's still at 49, not 50. Yeah, what's more accurate is my journal. I do add the wins and everything. Maybe I didn't add a BE. When did I add BE? We can check here. What was it on the screen here? On this date was 25, the 25th. So let's go and see 25th. I probably forgot to add the 25th one. 25th. What was it at before we started the stream? Let's see. It was at 49. You're right. Thanks for reminding. So that's why I keep this journal, because the journal is a lot more accurate. The stream is stats. I mean, it is accurate, the stream stats for sure. It's just like sometimes I miss some wins as well. I think there's like 3 wins I have not put in that. 3 wins or something, but I don't remember when they were from. But I just leave it like that. But yeah. Every time you guys have to remind me to update it because the journal is easy. But that's why just check the journal. At least you get the link and all the information. What's your opinion on prop firms and premium signal groups? Signal groups waste your time. Prop firms, if you have the right education, if you have the right knowledge and the right thing, it's a great tool. But otherwise, a lot of people will waste a lot of money on props just trying to pass it with no guide, right? Because you have to, even if you fail a prop firm challenge, it's totally fine. You should normalize that. But the key is going to be to pass a prop firm, to fail a prop firm challenge and get value out of that. Because it would just be like spending the money you would have blown anyways on your personal account. But in this sense, you get a chance to pass a challenge. Where can I get the link to your journal? Just type !journal or check the description of the video. Not video, of the stream. You help me get food for charity work, or help me from Africa get food charity work. I think begging is not going to be a good idea, right? I don't want to be scammed. Is it my computer or is the sound gone crazy? I think it's you for now. Hello sir, what prop firm do you recommend? FTMO. Even Germans can use FTMO, pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. But didn't you say it's stricter for Germans? Meet me at Words of Wisdom podcast. Yeah, but I don't, if you're doing legit charity work, of course, I appreciate that. But some random person typing to me in YouTube chat, I can't really trust that, right? I would need someone to write a proper proposal. You get what I'm saying? Charity work I support, begging I don't. I think this looks pretty good for the 1 hour close. If we can get some sort of 5-minute little bit of a relaxed candle here in the next... How big is this candle we're working on? 37. Let's see how big our 15 is. I think our 15 is... Yeah, pretty big range on 15 though. I've been learning crypto trading for 2 years and you helped me create a breakout strategy, 70% win rate. Now I just need capital to start. Yeah, you said you have 150, man. You can start practicing with that and then move into prop firms. If you're trading Bitcoin and stuff like that, I know prop firms support that and stuff. Let's keep our fingers crossed for pullbacks. I mean, it's not too bad, this stop loss here. If it doesn't push anymore, it's not too bad for the range we have. We have 60 pip range, but it's pushing too much. So any 5-minute support in here would be good, even just one candle. We have not done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have CR7 right now. CR7, we need to be careful with CR7. This is a CR7 right now. CR7 we have. What's a CR7? Yeah, we made the name up a couple of days ago, but it's just a trend we found, especially on daily and 4-hour time frame. Whenever DAX, gold, stuff like that, especially DAX, whenever there's 7 candles or the 7th candle, so it's 6 to 7 candles, max 8, is going in a row, the next one normally either does this, pull back, or it will close kind of doji, and then the next candle will do a pullback. Tough question in YouTube chat. Brother, CR7 or Messi? I don't discuss politics online. That becomes politics at that point. That question becomes politics. New journaling vid? No one watches a journal vid, bro. Any value vid I put out, no one watches. So all the valuable videos I just put in the exclusive group. I put good videos online, of course, but like the detailed videos, like look, probably my most valuable video on here is this one here. But the nice basic videos do well, like 9.1k, 5.2, 10k views. Like these videos are doing good. Why? Because I talk about, you know, my basics and my stuff that works, you know. It's just like my strategy. All right, we have Frankfurt open here, 1 hour time frame closed below. So 1 hour is still in an active setup, 30-minute is in an active setup. What we need is we need a 5-minute candle closing below here, which will give me the sell option to sell down towards the lows, right? Even though 15 didn't close above, I'm not too worried because we have the 1 hour and the 30-minute. But I would like to see at least a confirmation of something leaving this support. And my confirmation would be a 5-minute candle closing below to give me the sell stop loss above wherever it's going to be. I've never seen you stream away from this room. Do you travel? I haven't traveled for a long time, man. I'm locked in. So I haven't traveled in a very, very long time. You know, it's difficult, you know, when you're very, very busy to travel and do this. You know, you have goals. You want to go reach your goals. You're doing different things. You're moving mad. You're moving fast, you know. Because if I travel, I want to travel to relax, right? I don't want to be like working and travel. I don't actually find that enjoyable. I don't find that enjoyable because I like to be set up. You know, I have my full setup here. I have everything at my disposal. You know, I have someone to sort out all of what I need to do. Groceries, you name it. All sorted. Yo, Dax. Slowly. I'm scared it breaks this low and flies, but I don't have a stop loss placement here, even if it does it. Unless I take it based off a 30-minute, but maybe that's the only way in today. 71 points. It feels rough because we have no structure here to put stop loss. You have to put stop loss above the high. This could easily retest here again without this close, especially when the candle hasn't closed. Would you not mark the 5-minute support? Well, I'm relying on the 1 hour and the 30-minute. I'm just using 5 for entry. The setup is coming from the 1 hour and the 30-minute. You know, it's not just a 5-minute close. This is what we have to understand. It's a completely different setup. You have a 30 close below, a 1 hour close below, a 30 close below. You're just using 5 for entry and to give a stop loss. You know, a stop loss to where you're wrong. But it looks like it went without me. Break of low was maybe... I don't think I take break of low here though, unless I run the big stop loss. I don't know. The minute I was thinking about higher time frame entry, it's hard though. It's hard to think about higher time frame entry. You can't even run stops on 15. You can't run stops on 15 because there's no structure. Even 1 minute is rough. It's gone as usual. Not really as usual. It's not gone as usual. If it was gone as usual, then it would be impossible to take all these wins in a row. These are mostly DAX. Yesterday, if it was gone as usual, it's just your mind letting yourself become salty. That's part of the market. Your strategy avoids randomness that could otherwise make you lose. Because if you entered something that does not follow a strategy, this could have easily lost. And then if it lost, what are you going to complain? Market sucks. And you're just going to keep blaming the market, except you're the problem. Remember, the market is never the problem. You are the problem. Because if the market is the problem, you can make the decision to not be part of that market condition and trade the market condition you want to trade. So the market is never the problem. So you have to change that mindset. Yeah, we do have that 5 support, but you know, the problem is stops is massive. Massive. 60, 70 point stops. Above where? $30-minute entry with that SL. I mean, 30-minute entry, you have to put SL 60 points. Yeah, that's correct. It would work, yes. It would work. But I really was thinking we'd get the 5 and get like a 38-point SL. It made a lot more sense. Because to get to this 15 is not even a 1-to-1 with that SL. It's just almost a 1-to-1, eh? 59, it is exactly a 1-to-1. Yeah, I guess that makes sense now you look at it. But who doesn't want smaller stops? I mean, there's always going to be a way, right? There's always going to be a way that if this dumped right now, because you would never have considered the 30-minute position if this was still making a top wick. You know, the only reason, since it's dumped quite aggressively, our minds start thinking, how could I have entered this, you know? And then you start making... The real fact is like, if there was a way that logically made sense in your mind and that you were very comfortable with, you would have already taken it, right? I wonder if then your stop break even now anyways. Pretty big pullback. Gold is making its way towards the upside as well. We didn't get the close above I was looking for. That's a shame. Let's see what GJ is doing. GJ made that pullback now. That's what we were looking for, is that pullback. So we need some sort of support creations now. We tapped the 500 level. Really, I'm interested in DAX. This pullback can create opportunities. Gold gave 30-minute setup too. Let's see. Actually, yeah, that's pretty clean, but it's below quite a lot. But it's clean. Especially that the 1 hour closed doji. That definitely helps. Yeah, I was not concentrated on gold. It is below the 15, but you can base it on 30. Remember, we said the 30 was clean. It would have been super simple if it closed above. You'd have to break even here at this spot here, 36 pips, but it's almost your 1-to-1, the break even. It's nice, but we're locked in on DAX. Hopefully DAX does give the opportunity after this pullback. One more 5 close below can do it again, something like this. It's a little bit riskier, but we have range. We have range. Our next giveaway goal is 700 viewers. We're pretty close. Actually, we reached 680. We reached 680. What is target level? Daily hour support. Always the next support level. So since we're taking it on like 5 and 15, we're going to target the 15-minute support, which is going to be your next support level. Your higher time frame targets like daily and stuff like that are like for runner positions or like your higher time frame positions. So that's maybe where you're looking to tap during a day. So you'd hold a position to that. If you're going to hold full position, you probably have to make sure, at this point, we're going to be selling lows. So it's not going to be a smart idea to try possibly hold something for the whole day in this position because of where you're selling. Whereas yesterday, even though yesterday was looking bullish, when I took the sell here, if I had planned for a reversal to happen yesterday, this would be an ideal spot to look to hold that because you're selling from highs or you're selling from not a lows, right? You're not selling down here. Yesterday is a pretty drawn out example because we had news to help with the rest of the push. Have you ever been interviewed in a trading podcast? I've not seen you in any. I have been interviewed in a trading podcast, yes. Not a trading podcast, just a podcast in general, but it was about trading. I'd consider Gbpjpy. Let's see what you're talking about. Oh, because of the no top wick? Yeah, but, oh yeah, true, with the 1 hour. It's not crazy. I prefer just a clean setup one, I think would be easier. Stop you from getting stuck in the mess. Setup 3 on 5 minutes. Not a setup 3 with the long wick here. You just want it to close below. If you want to watch my podcast, I can link it to you. Give me a sec. There's my podcast. Make sure to like and sub. Yeah, I appreciate that. How much of us? 497 and 100 likes. Yeah, I was sleeping, man. You guys are all sleeping. Sleeping. Setup 2, the back down also will make sense here. Honestly, if I took the higher time frame position, I'd be pretty uncomfortable though. I'll be pretty uncomfortable with the way it pulls back like this. If DAX creates resistance, can go break of low. No, you would kind of want to sell to the support, which is created here, instead of letting it create resistance and having to sell. Only if we can't get in before that will it make sense to try sell from the lows. But we want to try avoid that if we can get a chance. Would be on higher resistance time frame? Yeah, I agree as well. I would be pretty uncomfortable with the pullbacks like that. Especially that we have limited structure to protect stop loss. And that's my point, you know. This happens so often. DAX breakout 8 AM range doing this mumbo jumbo and then it takes off. Yeah, this range is always pre-session ranges created. I mean, we call it Asian range. It always does it, but you just have to. There's a specific way to enter that. That gives you very, very high win rate. All of these trades here in the journal, all of these trades here are all that. Anything with setup 1 is actually taking breaks of those ranges pre-session as well. A lot of people look for that break after session open, meaning in about an hour from now. But you can get some very, very, very powerful breaks. I mean, just on DAX itself, most of those positions have been taken. It's running 80% win rate on that. Just based off those type of positions. And I believe that could be even higher if I just focus on that special. But there's a very specific, you want to have that 5-minute close at least, or the 15-minute close, which is the, obviously the setups that I use, because that gives you the highest probability. Stop yourself from this BS, because with this BS, if you take the break of the range here and you put your stop loss in the tightest position here, it's not even giving you anything to pay you even a 1-to-1. So you want to kind of be in the right position, not just any position. The first question came to my mind after watching the podcast is, bro, how long have you been lifting? I hope I don't get insulted now. I've been lifting for, I think seriously for 4 years. 5 years I've been going to gym in general, but I used to train in gym just for fitness purposes. Like, you know, just do some, you know, high intensity stuff. No top wick on the new 15 candle here, just open dumping. There is a chance it makes a top wick here. So what sometimes I notice happens is it retests this support, so it will pop down a little bit more, make its wick, and then we can see what to do. Do you take any protein shakes? If so, how many a day? I do take protein. I try to keep it as little as possible, but right now in my bulking phase, it's, you know, I do end up taking protein, basically 1.5 servings a day. 1.5 servings a day. You have one in broker? Let me check mine. Yes, we do. That's great, actually. That's perfect. That is perfect. So I guess just a simple close below the 5 support is going to make sense here. Which vehicle do you have in Dubai? I discussed that. already. Gold looking good on 1 hour. Previous candle doji, current 1 hour leaving a wick on 1 hour. Yeah, what's your plan for where you're going to look to continue the buys? That's what we have to plan. Where can we continue the buys? Possibly above the 4 hour. We have a bit of a range. That's maybe a potential. Live stream workout one day. I put my workouts in some of my day in the life videos. See, like this video here, I actually put a workout with the exercise. If you go through this video, you will see the gym workout. If anyone asking what car I have, that's what car I have. I actually don't show it. Actually, I did show it a little bit. So I put here my hamstring workout, so you guys can see. Come on, bro. 1 plate away from stacking the machine. We don't play games. 1 plate away from stacking machine. If it ain't full stack, then you're lacking. That means I'm lacking. So I put them in. Just subscribe to the channel. You get them, bro. You get them. You get them. The fuck is that mat? The machine, you have to put the mat there, bro. If you're lifting heavy enough, trust. That tells me you don't train quads hard enough. This is my second leg day. That's proof he doesn't train legs. Because if you train legs, there's no way you can come close to stacking the machine without your quads killing. Because that's how much you destroy your quads. That when you're training legs for the second day, that's my second leg day. If I put that down and almost stack the machine, it's like someone, you know, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget. We send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget. I can raise with 1 pinky too. Harry's too weak. Yeah, I'm weak, bro. I'm weak. Do you think going to gym has anything to do with trading? Yeah, massive part for sure. Massive part of your trading will have an influence on gym. Not gym, but any disciplinary task. Gym is a great one. Because gym teaches you that when you go to the gym and you work out, when you go home, you look in the mirror, you will see no change. You go the next day, you look in the mirror, you'll see no change. You go the next day, you look in the mirror, you'll see no change. You go after a week, no change. 2 weeks, no change. 1 month, I start to see a little bit of change, but nowhere where I want it to be. Could you imagine if you go to the gym, maybe your goal is to be, imagine being a bodybuilder, let's say, or being a professional athlete, power lifter, that's your goal. That's the equivalent of being a profitable trader. But you can go to the gym for a month, you're not going to be a bodybuilder or a power lifter or a professional athlete. You can go to the gym for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. It ain't going to work. It will take years, right? Now, in trading, we actually can shorten the process. Gym is a longer process to reach a very high level, and your genetics can hold you back. So even making the process even longer. So it teaches you to have that discipline to just keep going, and even though you don't see progress. And you start to learn. What do you learn? You start to learn to track the small things. Hey, last week I did 100 kg on bench. This week I did it for 10 reps. This week I did 11 reps. That is progression, right? That is and this is what you translate to trading. Because in trading, you learn not to focus fully on P&L. Because you realize that if you're not generating profits in the market, you need to track and see the progression elsewhere. Hey, this week I didn't FOMO into any trades. That's a massive win. This week, all of my plans were correct. This week I took 2 good positions, 1 bad position, but the bad position followed my plan. So was it really bad? No, it was just a general loss. So this is the progression you need to start to track. And then guess what happens? Just like in the gym, when you start to track the process, you're getting stronger every day, you're lifting heavier. Oh, all of a sudden, you look better. You start to build that physique that you always wanted. You start to bench those numbers you always wanted to bench. But it wasn't with the mindset that You had a goal in the back of your mind and you focused on the day-to-day process of reaching that goal. Right? You focus on the day-to-day process of reaching that goal, right? You focused on you focused on anything and good. No need to diminish others to feel better. Who's diminishing who? Did I miss something in chat? Let's see. I don't see anything in chat. If DAX closes below here, I do agree with that, Mirko. I do agree. What do you think about Dorito shaped guys who train legs at the gym? If they train legs, I have respect. Fine, train legs. As long as they train legs. If they, if maybe their genetics don't help them with legs, we can let them off. But they just need to be training legs. That's what's important for me. That's 50% of your body. If you're not training 50% of your body, you're not training. You get massive boosts in testosterone from training legs? Yeah, it actually does. I saw that, Ents. I saw that. Yeah, Ents is a robot, bro. He's an AI I've hired. Very good AI. We actually need to implement him. Managed to pass prop firms, so good AI, well trained. How's the body fat? I'm probably at like 14% right now. Maybe barring 15. I'm in full bulk mode. Definitely not lean. Everything is about stacking days. Just win today. Don't think about tomorrow. Yes. And don't think about the day before, right? Do you do farming? What do you mean? Like farming in the garden and farming in like the fields? I live in Dubai. Farming where I live here is not really something big. Guys, let's concentrate on this close here. We have a close coming through here in about 48 seconds. See how 1 minute Strux is looking. Can we run stops above the 5? I think we can get away. Can we close below is the question now. Damn, last minute closing above. This is why you wait for closures. That's a shame. I was actually pretty excited, but we can wait for the next close here. But it's important to wait for closures. A lot of people enter impulsively and then you get screwed. Harry, can I draw you a portrait one day? I love the art in the background. Yeah, if you want to draw me a portrait, of course, you're more than welcome to. It's very kind of you. Sil doesn't train legs, bro. Sil doesn't train legs. This guy doesn't train legs. This guy is cap. When he goes to train legs, he goes and he just benches. And then he goes and he sends me videos of his 3-plate bench. Oh, I can bench 3 plates. I have a 7 trade winning streak. Oh. Then he goes to the party, bro. There he trains something else in the meetup. In the meetup he trains something else. Trust. Alright, I think for gold we have the same plan. I think above 4 hour would make sense for buys. Let's see how GJ is doing. GJ is still retracing here. I think setup 1 on GJ would be quite nice. Just a clean setup 1. Joe would have been absolutely screwed if he took the flip. Harry, can you create a community for us gym bros? We can motivate and share our wins. Yeah, we can. In the exclusive group, we do that already. The exclusive group is like that community. We have a fitness channel here. We share all our fitness channel. Look, sharing our lifts. That's me. Like, it's pretty sick. We share everything here. Share everything. So we do have that. Fully sorted. You all train neck? Damn. I mean, yeah, it is definitely important in fighting sport. I would like to train neck, but I mean, if you walk around like huge neck, it is gonna look a bit weird. Give us a double bicep pose. Ah, now the question comes. Who can tell him the only time you get double biceps on stream? That's something people have been waiting for a long time. 1,000 viewers. 1,000 viewers, I give you double bicep. Harry, I had the Nando sauce with my chicken. I'm hooked on the flavor. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? On this candle, GJ closed flip but didn't continue. How do you identify this trade will be failing loss? Because there's a resistance there. It's below the 15, you know. It's just look how the 30 closed. Does this look like a good close for you to take a buy? Rejecting from something, huh? Remember where it's rejecting from. It's rejecting from 194,500. It's rejecting something. So whenever it's rejecting something, you need to be more cautious to just try take a flip. Five might do it, man. Might close below here. 1 minute. Let's see. We'll also have the 15-minute close here as well. Yeah, 5-minute stops. If she can close below here, 20 seconds. Struggling, man, struggling. This is where closures keep you safe. All right, we closed but above again. We closed above again. I need to wait for the 5 close below would be best here. Impulsively, I could take it break of the low here because it's a break of a 15 low. But really, what stops am I gonna run that's gonna make sense? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't feel like taking impulsive entry end of the month. I think the 5 would be good here. You do 465 push-ups while on stream. You start 25, 24, 23. I'm at 15. By the time stream is done, I would have done 325 push-ups. If I compete, I go to 465. Damn. We have people grinding here, bro. I'm telling you, this is no joke. We don't play games. We don't play games. No, I think gold buys would make sense with a close above the 4 hour here. That would be great. Morning space. Harry, some days I can analyze the chart and understand. Some days I look at the chart and I don't know what's happening. Is that normal to begin with? Yes. And the days that you don't know what's happening, just leave the chart. Try find feedback from someone who can help you understand what's going on, right? You know, that's what you need, because that's your gap, right? That's where you lack. So you just need to build that understanding. All right, 2 minutes again. 2 minutes is going to be a long 2 minutes, boys. Can we survive? I really don't want to take break of low here as impulsive. I really rather wait for a close, but just accept it might. If it wants to dump now, break low, it might go. It is an opportunity that to be more on the aggressive side, but a close is going to be a lot better. If you take it break of low, you have to run 15 stops though. And then you can manage with something breaking the high. You can manage. What's the biggest winning streak, losing streak, and streak of days you've never took a trade? That's a good question. Winning streak, I think my record is 7 trades in a row, and 6 or 7. Losing streak is 2 trades in a row, and no trade days, I think, is about 10 days. 10 days, no trades. But in my past losing streak, that's a whole different story. Oh, I told you if it breaks the low, we might be in for some sadage. We still have room though on this 5 close. We'd have to break even at this 15 and hope that volume pushes us through. If volume doesn't push through, it's game over. 34-point stop still makes sense with this type of higher time frame. 1 hour still has room here. We just have to break even, you know, at this spot here. We just have to break even there. As long as we're not selling at it, you know, we can use it to see, you know what DAX is like. DAX could have some heavy volume and push through it. Where would you put stop loss? Above the 5. Above the 5. Let's see the top wick. We need a good top wick here. Hopefully it doesn't push last 10 seconds. Can we get a top wick? I don't have one on broker. Let me see on the screen. No, nothing on broker yet. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot. Break of low. Break even is gonna be pretty tight here, but I'm gonna rely on volume. Stop above 5. Stop, I can run above this structure here because I don't expect it to break the structure. Pretty aggressive trade. Just gonna risk what I made yesterday. See if we can break it here. Stuck at the lows. There we go. Alright. Got triggered there. Gonna move to stop loss to break even at that point. Once we tap. All right, stop loss is gonna go to break even now. It is an early break even. See if we can get our 1-to-1, about 27 points there, 1-to-1s. But stop loss is break even. I know it's early, but I have to follow my rules. Beautiful, almost at a 1-to-1 here. Can we just get a little bit more, Mr. Dex? Come on, little bit more. Come on, Dex. There we go. That's the push I'm looking for. Stalling out a bit. One minute, no top wick. If it flips, I'm gonna take. Can we free flip? I took half there. I'm just gonna take half here. I just don't like, I wanna make something today. It's very close to my TP. It's about 6 points extra. So I'm just gonna take half here. Just because it's 6 points extra. And then let the rest to run. And we can see if we can get a little bit extra, but that's the position so far. Hopefully this 5 can give us the push past TP. It looks like it's gonna come back to my entry maybe. Alright, rest stopped up, break even there. Rest stopped up, break even. That's why I wanted to secure something. I felt that pullback coming. I don't know how big this pullback would be. We're around that support level. And yeah. Super trash trade. I think it was a shot. I don't think it was a trash trade, to be honest. I think it was a shot. We had to give it a shot. I saw it. It came back. And this is, you know, we're selling lows, so you have to be careful. So we just need to take something at least. That's why I closed out there. That's why I closed out. You know. 0.4, you can take it there. 0.4% is not bad. You know, only got 0.3 hour with the slip. You got slipped. Oh, that's a shame. So this is the position, man. 22, close for about 20. Not the biggest trade, but you know, these small wins are going to be what add up, you know. But this is the same thing that happened yesterday. That's why today I was a little bit more aggressive. As soon as I saw the weakness, I expected this pullback to come through. This is why I was telling you guys about that, right? That's why I was telling you guys about that. Because look, I saw how this 1 minute started to become weak. If it didn't flip and go, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get this pullback. And now this pullback can come to stop loss. So that's why it's very important. Look, because stop loss is here. Look how close you are to stop loss. Right? 25. You know? So you need to secure something there. You should have closed the full. I don't think so, because I think we still had space if it wanted to run. I think the way I managed the position was perfect, because look, if you didn't go break even, this is how it is. You know? For me, it was perfect management here. You can't do anything. You can't really change anything about that. Sure, man. Yeah, just structure, man. I'm expecting a quick push. Top wick was made. If it has to retest the structure, like by the time it's coming here, if we got triggered and it's coming here, it's game over anyways. You know? That's it. I close full. Good. Where did you get your close? How do you explain? Sil, how do I say his Dutch name, bro? You have to help me here. Is it just Martin, but spelt the same way? Sil, you have to help me, bro. Not helping me. Martin is good. What's the proper way? What's the proper way? I'm interested. In class? Bro, you can type it. Okay, yeah, let's hear. Martin, okay. Boom. Now we got it. Now we got it. Where did you manage to close, man? It's tough? Not really. Martin. Nice. But that's the plan. Like, I felt the reversal coming. It would have actually stopped me out if I just was too greedy and held the trade. But good win, man. Streak continues. It's a small wins, but hey, end of month, any small gain, I'm gonna take. Any small gain, I'm gonna take. Look, and you know what's really interesting, guys? I want to show you something really interesting. Look at how much pips I closed at today. Half 20. Yesterday, 20. Set up 1. What time did we... You got full close at 5:48? Oh, that's a sweet close, bro. 5:48 is very good close, man. Holy shit. Really? Oh, I got close here. 554. That's sweet, man. That's a sweet close. What did Joe send? That's a pretty good close, man. You got slipped a bit, huh? Yeah, it's a small position, guys, but hey, a win is a win. Like, you know, it's nothing massive, but if we can keep taking this. I was on Frankfurt server that. I got slipped a point. Yeah, yours is big. Definitely, I understand why you didn't close. I wanted to execute manually if he gave me time, so didn't push. Yeah, I think you should just always use sell stops no matter what. Yes, sometimes you get slipped a bit. But it's not that bad. What's the spread of your broker? Today we should be 50. 40 actually, I'm on 40, even less. 40 is around 0.4 points. 0.4 points. How much you run? 0. Wow, bro. That's insane. But then they're slipping you. That's how they're making their money, bro. Don't say crazy. That's how, look at the slippage he's getting. Most of the time, no slipping? Okay, I'll keep quiet. But anyways. Ooh, boys. Can someone count how many wins in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. We're at the beating the streak. Next trade is the one. Next trade is the one. Uh-oh. Can we do it? Can we do it? It's the question. Me against Sil, huh? The problem is if Sil copies me, it's still my win. What's your record of win streak? Yeah, I think 7 maybe. Maybe we beat it. We have to check. Let's see if I can find a lot of wins here. What was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've beat it before. Never mind, I take it back. I've had very good time on GJ. I take it back. That sucks, man. I really thought I was gonna beat it. But since 2023, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 win streak I've had. Holy shit. That time in GJ was nuts, bro. And then one loss. After one loss, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 win streak. Man, that time in GJ was pumping, bro. Pumping. But let's see what 2024 biggest win streak was in 2024. I think it was like 6 or something, but it doesn't matter. I don't really care about win streaks. Fixed spread of 0.9 on DAX. That's pretty big, actually. It's pretty big. Bro, why don't you put stop loss on the screen? Because I explained the stop loss 100 times. I explained the stop loss 100 times. You have to be listening. I try to get rid of as much as possible the signal monkeys. I'm not looking for signal monkeys on the stream. I'm looking for people joining for value. Because signal monkeys will come and go. They'll be the first person to hate when I take a loss. And they'll celebrate my wins but hate on my losses. I do not want an environment like that. These are the outcomes. Yeah, both B's would have... These are the outcomes, right? If you went B, would it have been a win or a loss, right? Alex is +8. Let's go, Alex, bro. Well done, brother. Well done. That's a 6 win streak? Damn. I was more interested in the data collection. You're collecting if B's hit stop loss or hit TP. That's what I was more interested in. Pip and dippers, we have a few, man. We have a few. You can see, like, when I took the trade, when I closed that take profit, 500 people were here. Now we're at 455. There's a few. There's a few. But look, the majority are still here. So shout out to you guys. Loss is winning, huh? It's really a 50-50, man. I'm telling you, with all my data, it's a 50-50. I forgot to announce I'm happy I got something, but today I have to leave a little bit early. I'm dealing with some stuff I need to get done. And if you don't know, we have something here in, not here, but all around the world. This is the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is, you know, Ramadan is what's this called? Is month of fasting. Everything here closes 1 hour, no, a couple of hours early, and they don't really do things. I'm happy to announce. No, did I say I'm happy to announce? I said I wanted to announce. Oops. I don't think I said happy to announce. How do people know you're in a trade and then come join the stream? They have delay, but if they listen well enough on YouTube, they can get an idea. I did? Shit. My bad, my bad. Anyways, like I said, I want to leave early off stream here. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna be in the exclusive group now, so if you guys are still in the group, do stay on. We'll have a recap. And then, yeah, appreciate you guys. Leave a like on the stream. Get it up to 200 likes. Leave a subscribe, guys. No one's showing you this on a daily basis. Look, if I didn't take anything, I wouldn't have been paid. It made sense. Do understand that. This is the way we do it. Let's go. Take care. Tradesharpe, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right? Peace. Much love.